What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm sure a lot of you in the audience can relate, but for me, fried chicken is one of my favorite foods. Whether that's fried chicken wings, chicken nuggets, boneless wings, or popcorn chicken. The only problem with fried chicken is it's heavily breaded, deep fried in oil, and they ain't doing our bodies any good if we're trying to stay lean and mean. But in today's video, don't you guys worry, because I'm gonna show you a super secret hack to make crispy popcorn chicken right in your own home using only an air fryer and a few simple ingredients. If you like crispy fried chicken, but you also like being able to take your shirt off at the pool, then this recipe is for you. And if you're the type of person that wishes you could follow a diet where you still ate foods that you loved and you could see results all at the same time, then I gotta tell you, you're in luck, because you can grab my cookbook available at the first link in the description box, and it has every single anabolic recipe broken down in an easy to use guide that fits right into your pocket. If you're tired of the same old diets, you're eating kale shakes and spinach, and you perhaps want to try something new, then I'm telling you, you give this a shot, it could literally change your life. Link down below in my description. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all are ready to get another epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah!
You only gonna see me where I'm paid to be. I'm only watching TV if I'm watching me. Got it out the mud, now my Jordan's clean. Diamonds on me, dancing, let them drip on me. Bring a couple bottles, put it on my...
Now, making popcorn chicken at home is one of my favorite recipes because of how easy it is. What we're gonna do is start with a pack of chicken breast tenderloins. Then, with the assistance of a food scale, I'm gonna weigh out 224 grams. And then now I'm just gonna transfer them to a cutting board. And then all I'm gonna do now, using meat shears, is cut these tenderloins into small, bite-sized pieces. Now, this is very similar to some of the boneless wings recipes that I have on this channel, except you'll notice that instead of making the chicken as big as a boneless wing, we want this to be a little smaller, which is why I like these tenderloins. Plus, you don't really gotta trim anything off of these. They pretty much come trimmed, no extra fat on them, pure protein. It just makes throwing recipes together that much faster. And then once we got our chicken cut up into bite-sized pieces, we're gonna set it off to the side and grab a large mixing bowl for our breading. And with this breading, we're gonna make it stupid simple, so anybody watching can easily do this. With the mixing bowl on a food scale, I'm gonna start with 20 grams of plain white flour. And next up, we need a dash of kosher salt and a dash of black pepper. And then we're also gonna toss in a gram of garlic powder, a gram of onion powder, and then finally a couple grams of baking powder to help these get really crispy. And then once all those are in here, I'm just gonna go with a spoon, mix everything together until it's all combined. Now at this point in the recipe, we're literally almost done. We have to bread our chicken. Now normally, when I've done these recipes in the past, I have a bowl filled with egg beaters, I dip all the chicken down in, let the egg beaters drip off, then put it in here. But recently, I've been skipping that step, and I really like the way it turns out. It seems to be a little more crispy. So in today's video, we're gonna do that, but if you're used to dredging your chicken in an egg wash, go ahead and do that before you dip these in here. So here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna place a few pieces of chicken down here in our breading. Go ahead, shake the bowl a little bit. And if you look down in here, it's almost like our chicken has camouflage on. You can barely see it, which is what we want. We want it to be fully covered in our breading. So make sure you flip it around. If there's any cracks or crevices like that right there, grab some of your breading, sprinkle it in there. It's just gonna make it more crispy when you go to eat it. And boom, once your pieces are fully breaded, all you'll do is transfer them to a plate and let them sit while we get the rest of these breaded. And then once we got all of our chicken fully breaded, we're gonna get our air fryer basket and we'll hit the surface on the inside with some non-stick spread. Then I'm just gonna take my breaded chicken, sit it all down in the basket. We wanna make sure that none of the pieces are touching too much. I mean, they can be kinda touching each other, but essentially in an air fryer, the more the entire piece is exposed, the more crispy it is going to get. But if you follow these measurements, you're doing this much chicken. In most air fryer baskets, you shouldn't have a problem fitting this all in here. And once you get it all in here, the next step is crucial. I get DMs about this all the time. If you skip this step, the food will still be good, but you're not quite gonna get that crisp. What we gotta do is dampen all of our pieces of popcorn chicken with a light coating of non-stick spray. You don't gotta go overboard with it, but just give it a couple quick spritzes and that'll put it in a good spot. And now we're just gonna toss the basket down in the air fryer. And for the record, I'm using the Ninja Foodie Deluxe. This thing does everything. In my opinion, it's one of the best appliances you can have in your kitchen. The exact model I have is linked in my description under all my kitchen supplies if you're curious. So we're gonna set this to 400 degrees and we want to air fry these for about 6 to 7 minutes on each side. Once that 6 minutes elapses, you'll open them up, look at them, shake the basket, get them moved around a little bit. If you see any white spots, hit them with a little more non-stick spray and then finish out the cook for another 6 to 7 minutes. Pretty simple. Let's go. So we just pulled the popcorn chicken out of the air fryer, and hopefully you guys can see this, but check it out. Each piece has that light layer of crispy breading, exactly how we want it. Now the last thing to do is make our sauce. And what we're gonna be making is low-calorie honey barbecue sauce. Traditionally, barbecue sauce is loaded with sugar, and when you get the honey barbecue version, it's just more sugar on top of sugar. Lots of calories in barbecue sauce. When you do this method, we're gonna get all the flavor with none of the bloat. What we have here is sugar-free barbecue sauce, honey flavored by G. Hughes. These are some of the best sauces if you're trying to watch your calorie intake. I'm gonna weigh out 60 grams in this bowl. Then I'm also gonna add about 10 grams of sugar-free imitation honey. If you can't find the sugar-free version, just use regular honey. It's the exact same calories. So we'll just squeeze this in here. And now I'll just use a spoon, mix these two together, get that honey fully incorporated with the barbecue sauce. I'm telling you guys, adding that honey really takes this sauce to the next level. And then now we will just dump in our popcorn chicken. And now we just pick it up and shake it around until all of our popcorn chicken is coated in our sauce. And then once we've sauced all the popcorn chicken, we will just pour it on a plate and serve. Boom, baby. I present to you Anabolic honey barbecue popcorn chicken. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. In no time at all, we were able to recreate a restaurant favorite that isn't going to have anywhere near the same amount of calories. An order of fried chicken from anywhere doused in barbecue sauce is easily going to be double and triple the calories without all the protein. Like I always try to tell you guys, seeing results when it comes to this diet thing isn't about giving up foods that we enjoy. It's about making the better versions and the better choices. All right, guys, if you could do me a solid and smash that thumbs up button, it means so much to the channel. Helps us get more exposure, which I greatly appreciate. Leave any and all of your comments down below. That always helps. I love reading them. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. Now, before this gets cold, I think it's time we stick a fork in it and give her a go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go. But first, don't forget, January 27th at 3 p.m. Central, our 2 new redesigned, reformulated flavors will be launching at finalbossperformance.com. Code RGF10, as always, saves you 10%. We have the milk chocolate, peanut butter and jelly, and the white chocolate cinnamon toast crunch. Both of these flavors, compared to their counterparts, which were some of my favorite bars we carried, these are way, way, way better. I'm telling you, if you liked those ones, or maybe back then you liked them, but you liked the white chocolate coated or milk chocolate coated bars better, I'm telling you, these are upgraded, and this is my new favorite. The cinnamon swirl crunch is my new favorite. PB&J probably tied for second. They're that good, seriously. So thank you to everybody that supported Anabar. January 27th, 3 p.m. Central. Set a reminder on your phone like 15 minutes before. That way you don't miss out and they're sold out again for another month. Best tasting protein bar on the market. Real talk. All right, folks, here we go. Let me get one of these ones that's a little extra saucy, a little extra crispy. All right, check it out. That sauce is on there, so it's a little hard to see, but we got that light crispy breading underneath with our honey infused barbecue sauce. 3, 2, 1, let go. You get the crispiness from the breading underneath. You got the sauce, which is already good if you don't even add the honey. But you add the honey, it makes it nice and sweet. I mean, really, this is incredible. One of my favorite things about doing this recipe is not only do you get to save a little money because you're not ordering it out at a restaurant where everything is inflated, but you gotta think that's not even just the cost you have. It's the act of driving there, which is still cheaper than if you Uber Eats it. Have you guys Uber Eats lately? You order a $9 combo meal, it's $22 because it's a $13 service fee, and then you better tip or they're gonna spit in your food. Complete waste of money, which is why I recommend everybody eat at home, because you can still make delicious food just like this, but there's also that dual effect where if you're making these recipes, you're doing your body some good, you're slowly leaning out, you're noticing a little more muscle definition, and it doesn't feel like you're doing anything different. That's the power of cooking at home. You save money, you get sexy, no one spits in your food. It's a win-win. Now in this entire recipe, if you make it exactly how I did it, what you end up with for the whole thing is only 338 calories, 2 grams of fat, 52 grams of protein, 28 grams of carbs with 1 gram of fiber. Seeing if you pay attention to those macros, that's the way it should be. We kept fat down, which wouldn't have happened if we deep fried it. We kept carbs in a reasonable spot, which wouldn't have happened if we doused this thing in loads and loads of breading. So just simply changing a few of the key things you do when you make recipes like we did for this video can make a world of difference. Plus we're getting 52 grams of protein. Protein is the most thermogenic of all macronutrients, meaning that the more protein you eat, technically the more calories your body burns digesting it. It's way harder for the body to break down protein for energy than it is carbohydrates or fat. Plus you get all the amino acids, which are great for recovery, building muscle, making you train a little harder for that next session. There's loads of benefits. So I recommend anybody, regardless of who you are, unless you have some sort of issue where your kidneys can't handle that much protein, eating a high protein diet, extremely beneficial. And when you can do it this good, it's a no-brainer. And boom, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final bite. Let's get it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is another easy 10 out of 10 recipe. Like I always say, I've probably said it like a million times in this video, so maybe I shouldn't say it. All right, I'll say it. Anybody watching can get to work in that kitchen and can make something good. All that cooking is, it's not that you can cook or you can't cook. It's can you follow directions or can't you follow directions. If you can read a recipe, like the ones in my cookbook, I literally write them out assuming that the person watching has no knowledge of what they're doing. So as long as you can do a little reading and you can follow numbers, step 1, step 2, step 3, then you can make gains and eat like a king or a queen in no time. So yeah, try this recipe out, tag me on Instagram, let me know what you think. And as always, if you have the RJF cookbook, it has been updated, so this recipe is now in there. You can go grab your updated copy because you know you get it one time every future recipe that gets added to the channel. When I come up with a creation, I drop a new video, you can assume that that recipe is now going to be in the book, so you just gotta go update it and you're good to go. So everybody that's gotten it, I thank you. If you don't have it yet, what are you doing? Link in my description. All right, folks, I am out of here. Appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully those New Year's resolutions are going well. Hopefully your dogs are well fed. If you could smash that thumbs up button for me, comment down below, and subscribe, that would mean the world. Thank you all. As I remember, Anabar launch happens January 27th, 3 p.m. Central. Set a reminder. You don't want to miss out. Appreciate you guys as always. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will see each and every one of you with the next video. See you guys. Bam, 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 baby. Later.